Happy Black Friday, Raider Nation. Thank you for joining me. I am the Commish. This is your last Raider Reaction morning show of the week. We'll be back with another one on Monday, so don't get too excited. But it is Black Friday. We've made it. We've made it all the way to here. And we've heard all week, oh, no Raiders this with the COVID. Then Devontae Booker had to go fuck that up at the 12th hour. But Devontae Booker, he really wasn't deep in my equations for what we were doing this season anyway. He was kind of my what the fuck signings anyway, so whatever. If he's the only one, so fucking be it. Let's get it going. It's time for training camp. Are you ready?
We can do anything we want to do. We got enough. We are the who. And it's time for us to wake up as a football team. This opportunity to prove your mental toughness and physical toughness at the same time. We don't care when we play. We don't care what time zone we're in. We got to raise the bar, period. Knock on wood if you're with me, okay? Let's show people how hard we play, how much we love each other, how much we love it.
This might be the easiest first day of training camp ever for these players. No practice, no conditioning, just a health procedure and a Zoom meeting. All was quiet at the Raiders Henderson headquarters on the first day of training camp, when the bulk of the players were mandated to report. Under the agreement between the league and the Players Association, players have to have 2 negative coronavirus tests in a 72-hour period before they can even enter the building. The players went to a medical trailer to take their first test and then went home for a team Zoom meeting. It won't be until this weekend that healthy players can get into the building to start conditioning and have in-person meetings. So far, no Raiders players have tested positive. Once players are cleared, August 1st and 2nd will be used to conduct physicals and get all the equipment issues squared away. From August 3rd through 11th, the focus is on strength and conditioning, but teams will be allowed to hold walkthroughs during this stretch. On the 12th to the 16th, teams can practice with helmets and then go full pads and contact for a maximum of 14 days from August 17th to September 6th. At that point, teams will go into a regular game week schedule. The Raiders are scheduled to open the season on Sunday, September 13th at Carolina. Under the agreement with the league, players do have the option of opting out for the season. No Raider players have done so. The deadline to do it is August 3rd. Kevin Bollinger, Fox 5 News Local, Las Vegas.
Gruden at his first real sit down of training camp and talks all that is going on with your Las Vegas Raiders.
At this point, or where are you guys on it?
I don't have any to report yet, so it's a daily process. So far, so good, but I don't have any to report today.
Thank you, Don. To Sean Reed from The Athletic. What have been your first impressions of Marcus Mariota, with him coming off of an injury year last year?
Well, I've been impressed. Number one thing with Marcus was to get healthy. He had a shoulder problem. He had an ankle problem. It's a real credit to him to get the injury rehab done during all of this social distancing and the distraction of finding a doctor and being safe. He did a great job getting himself healthy and learning our system. That'll give him a chance to be Marcus Mariota.
Hi, John. Anybody named from USA Today, SMG. I was wondering, with this, what's your understanding of this deadline that you have to cut from 90 players to 80 players, and what difficulties do you think you're going to have in doing that?
Well, the tough decision is if you keep your roster at a certain number, they don't want so many people in the building at the same time. So we're wrestling with what to do. Obviously, if you release players to get down to 80, where you can keep the team practicing and around each other together, you got to release 10 players basically that you really haven't had a chance to even see in pads. So Mike Mayock and I are discussing it daily, and we're going to do what we think is best for our team.
John, to go back to Marcus really quick, in your conversations with him, how does it seem like he's picking up the playbook so far? I know it's early, but what's your first impressions of what he's been able to do mentally?
It's been impressive, and I think being in the room, a little chat session with Derek Carr every day has really helped him. Derek is very advanced and very quick mentally, and Marcus is as well. So he's learned it fast, and he's applied it here in the last couple days with our rookies on the field in a walkthrough.
Raiders coach John Gruden did talk to the media from the training facility here in Henderson. He did it via Zoom out of coronavirus precautions and said that no Raiders players have informed him that they intend to opt out of this season. While he did talk some football, areas where the Raiders need to improve this season, like scoring in the red zone and forcing more turnovers, he characterized COVID-19 as perhaps the Silver and Black's toughest opponent.
One mistake can be our demise. One mistake can bring us all down in a real bad way, and it's not just coming to football. It can create a terrible illness. So I want to dominate when we leave the building. We want to crush this virus. We want to beat this virus into the ground. And I can use those words because it's not on our schedule, but it is an opponent that we have not been able to beat, and it can really break you down physically. I know a lot of people that have had it, and it's an awful thing, and we don't want to have anything to do with it but beating it.
So far, rookies and quarterbacks have been able to report here for strength and conditioning and walkthroughs. One of those rookies being the Raiders' top pick in this year's draft, first rounder Henry Ruggs, receiver out of Alabama, who you will hear from ahead in sports at 6:30. For now, I'm Amber Dixon.
It's time for Prime. Good morning and welcome to the Prime Cut on the Raider Reaction Morning Show. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as at RaiderReaction.com for all the content. But, man, as we get closer to the NFL season, that seems like it's going to start, man. We got sports happening right now, so it looks like football's going to be a go. And right now, the craziest thing is Lamar Jackson, quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens, is hoping Antonio Brown gets signed by them. And did you even know that Antonio Brown's cousin is Hollywood Brown, wide receiver for the Ravens? I had no idea. I just learned that here recently, which is pretty amazing. You know, cousins in the NFL and all. But just imagine that lineup there. I mean, like, as if they weren't explosive enough already. If you put Antonio Brown, and if he is playing, you know, as he could play as a star that he is, you know, as one of the best wide receivers, not as some kind of crazy head case that has some serious mental issues that maybe he needs to do some serious couch time for. Maybe he's done that couch time, and maybe Antonio Brown is ready to come back and be the baller that he is. I don't know. But if in so case he is, that would be pretty amazing for the Baltimore Ravens, who were in the AFC Championship last year. So, anyway, football looks like it's coming. I can't wait. Jamal Adams already says that he is happy in Seattle, and in fact, he wants to finish his career there. Man, a couple days in Seattle in that Pacific Northwest. Next thing you know, the guy's like, yeah, I want to stay here until I retire. This is nice. But when you have an all-pro quarterback like Russell Wilson on the other side of the ball, and, you know, Pete Carroll's not a bad coach at all either, you know. So I guess there's a lot of things to like about that Seattle team. But anyway, ultimately, what I have to give out some serious props to is the National Basketball Association. The bubble is actually making it happen. First of all, they got 0 cases of corona in the bubble in Orlando for the NBA. That's amazing. You don't hear that. I mean, they got 0, so it's like working and everything, you know. Everyone's got a mask and everyone, you know, social distances, and what do you know? They got no COVID in the bubble. So, whatever. But they're playing. And not only are they playing, man, they're still making a social statement. And I'm not going to kid you. The reason I haven't done the extended Prime Cut as of late is because I don't know if I can go a whole hour without getting political. And right now, it's just something that is too hot in my heart. And I'll just put it like that. All right? But the NBA ballers have come out and
They don't all have their names on there. They've actually got, little sayings, equality and that sort of thing on the back of their jersey. In fact, it says Black Lives Matter on the court. Every coach has a shirt that says social justice. And I'm going to say that's a beautiful thing. You can love me or hate me, but that's how I think, man. I think it's beautiful. I'm so happy that the NBA has taken a stand like that. Not to mention, Michael Jordan has donated $10 million over the next 10 years. So $10 million a year is $100 million over 10 years to social justice as well. So, all right, Michael Jordan, he's just the greatest. And on top of that, all right, so they made their social statement, and I can appreciate it. But, they have digital fans at the NBA games, not people that are actually there, not cardboard cutouts a la Major League Baseball, but actual digital fans that are like moving and like, I don't know, somewhat cheering. Like, yeah, there's a guy with a number one finger right now. Anyway, so that is just, nobody does it like the NBA. Nobody does it like the NBA. They are one of the best run leagues right now in the country, and there's, I don't know. Nobody does it like them. So I'm a big fan. But I love that shield as well. So looking forward to the football coming up soon. Hopefully they can keep it together long enough to get on the, put a full season down. And other than that, I hope to be back with you in the near future as well. This is Prime. That's the Prime Cut. I'm out.
Oh, it's that time of the show where I need to reach out to the Raider Reaction hype team. Help me out. D-bag of the day.
Yar, Raiders and Raiderettes. It's the Captain. How you doing, you fuck nuggets? So I'm here for the douchebag of the day. Well, I'm just gonna go with an oldie but a goodie, but the douchebags is all of you fuckers still getting mighty emotional about the off-season. We ain't done nothing yet, but we do gonna be having a season. So, I look forward to that. Settle down, fuckballs. We're gonna have a season, but we're not gonna have a preseason. I look forward to fucking with you all year. So, there isn't one douchebag, you're all douchebags. Fuck you all. Have a great day.
We're about to go to a scary place. It's a dark place. It's a place that not many venture. So, hold on to your coffee this morning. It's time to go inside the mind of Raider Chris.
Yo man, what's cracking? Raider Chris here, banging around the streets of LA. So this is the day after game 1 of Dodgers and Houston, where benches cleared because Joe Kelly threw at a couple players. Now if anybody knows me, I can't stand the Dodgers. Can't stand them. Grew up here my whole life. I'm a St. Louis Cardinal fan, and I cannot fucking stand those fucking guys. Alright, with that being said, I had no issues with Joe Kelly throwing at those players. 1, those motherfuckers cheated the game. 2, I'm old school with it. You hit me, I'm gonna hit you. You hit my player, I'm taking your player out. Now, I'm not gonna throw at your fucking head, but I'm gonna put one in your rib cage or in your thigh for plunking my guy. But it's understandable what Joe Kelly did. And by the way, that guy, he's notorious for being wild anyway. So, and I saw the sequence of pitches that went down to start that whole hoopla. Yeah, it could have been construed as, yeah, he tried to throw at him. But what he did after he struck out Correa was awesome, talking shit to him. Because Correa, he stepped in it a couple years ago, I think, what was it, right after the year that they found him cheating and whatnot. Yeah, talking shit in spring training, was it last year or the year before? But whatever. Yeah, fuck those guys, dude. You know what? And plus, you swung at a bad pitch and you got all salty about it. But yeah, Joe Kelly did the right thing. That unwritten rule, I'm all in favor for it. You know, a lot of new school kids aren't down with that rule. You know what? Fuck you guys. Bob Gibson would have put one right in your fucking ear if you would have done anything fucking stupid to the game. So, with that being said, go Cardinals. Woo! Yo, man, Raider Chris. Going on a part 2 of my rant. Just heard right now that the NBA, as of, I believe, July 20th, through the current testing methods that they do have, 0 positive tests. That's going on 3 weeks since they've gotten there, I believe. Few had tested positive once they got there. Now that they've been there for a while, 0 test positive. 0. And I heard that the NHL had a few positive tests with the Montreal Canadiens. But overall, the MLS, I believe, is doing well. The WNBA is doing well. And any type of bubble setting is doing really well. So now I pose the question, should the NFL do it? Can they do it? I'm not sure if they can. Major League Baseball could have done this. They could have separated between Florida and Texas or Arizona, wherever the fuck they have spring training. You know, they could have done it that way instead of having this huge fucking mess that the Miami Marlins are going through right now. Air travel is probably the main reason. Maybe you get a few fucking knuckleheads that want to go to Magic City and get the fucking pepper wings. I didn't know they were that good, but apparently they are. You know, shout out to Lou Williams on that one. Anywho, it seems like the bubble concept works. So hopefully the NFL will kind of take a look at that model. Doubt it works that way. Who knows? Because there's just too much moving parts going on there. Too many moving parts. I'm sorry. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Late.
I want to thank our sponsors, RaiderNationStore.net. Man, go get your silver and black gear from the best. And Motosports.com, our newest sponsor. Raider Nation OG Hall of Fame superfan, The Violator. It's his official sports apparel company, Modo. MODO/sports.com. Check it out. And of course, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All that good shit. Don't forget to tune in tonight. It's Black Friday. And right now, it's time for your Raider quote of the day. Self-praise is for losers. Be a winner. Stand for something. Always have class and be humble. Words from the coach, the great John Madden. Have a kick-ass Black Friday. Like I said earlier, I'll be right back here tonight. We got a great game planned for you. Until then, I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.